Come antiquing with me. It is a cold and gloomy weekend day, so it's a good time to take the trip to an antique store. So let's get to it. My oldest daughter came with me because she wanted her own trinket shelf. I was extremely proud. So I went back to the place where I got my typesetting drawer, and we were going to see if they had any more. Everything was a little bit more organized than it was last time I was here. But they did have their Christmas stuff out as well. We decided to check out the salt and pepper shakers first. I'm always kind of on the lookout for just fun sets. Something that I just can't live without. I really liked these little brass horns, but antique prices are just a little bit more than thrifting, and so sometimes it gets a little harder to spend that kind of money, so I passed. These little Christmas mice did steal my heart. They were $2 a piece, so it was $6 for the whole set. I basically just fell in love with them and had to get them. But do you guys remember this Santa and Mrs. Claus? I got this set last year for $8. It's on sale for $45. That is thrifting versus antiquing. I did really love this vintage ornament, but decided that I needed to focus on other bigger items. I kind of wanted this blow mold for $45 and this tree, but it was $150. I just talked myself out of them. They're just a little bit more than I wanted to spend. These three mice were $24 for the set, which is probably a good deal. I just don't have the room. They remind me of that French mouse on Tom and Jerry. You know what I'm talking about? After the Christmas stuff, we hit up the trinkets, and I saw this owl. Immediately, yes. He was $2. There was also this little telephone that was also $2. It was pretty grungy, but I was hoping that I could hang it up on my trinket shelf, and I think that would be really cute. She had said any of the unmarked items were $4, and so spending $4 on a trinket is pretty hard for me. I loved this peacock, but he was even $5, so I liked him, but I didn't $5 like him. There was a lot to look at. They had a lot of cats, but my younger daughter wasn't here, so I just decided to pass on all those. Even now, I'm seeing things I could not see when I was standing there. It's funny how that works. I didn't find any more frogs that had human anatomy, if you will, from the 70s, but I did see that little frog. He was the only one that I found in this area. They definitely had some cuter, larger items, like that sewing machine, that I knew I didn't have room for, so I didn't even look at them. I ended up grabbing that frog after all. I really like him. I finally asked where the typesetting drawers were, and she said she had 3 left. They're $28 originally. That's what I paid. But today they were $20. So I got my daughter one, and I went ahead and grabbed one for myself too, just because it was $20. I can't pass that up, right? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it yet. My daughter did find a little elephant in the dollar box, and then I saw this blow mold. I don't have an Easter blow mold, but I decided to mull it over. And that's when I found these beautiful mushroom salt and pepper shakers for only $8. Are you kidding me? I was so excited about them. So I definitely grabbed those. This was the only bar cart that she had that I found. It was pretty small and it only had 2 shelves. A good price though for $65. I just passed again because it's not exactly what I'm looking for. I had to show you guys the clown lamp. That was scary. And I debated this red phone for a while to decorate for Christmas, but it reminded me too much of like Batman. A darker one would be cute. This brass horn was $12, she said, and it was broken on the end, so I just passed. And then my daughter saw this small Coke can and wanted to get it for her trinket shelf. It ended up being a fishing bobber. And before we left, I had to check out the large blow molds. You guys know I'm a sucker for them. I already have a Santa, but I'm always looking for other ones. The candles I have wanted for a while now. And they're always just a little bit cheaper. The price of the pair of these was $125, and that's usually the price of just one blow mold. So I decided no on the Easter Bunny and yes on those candles. So with 2 blow molds, 2 typesetting drawers, and all those little trinkets, I spent $196. Woo! Definitely different than thrifting. Once I got home and I plugged the candles in, I just thought I'd show you guys again. I'm so excited for them. Thanks for coming along.